No.
No.
I'm not with him.
No.
Yeah. Not my choice, but, I respect him. It's all love. Like,
it's not your choice?
I wouldn't have chose it. But it was what was best, but I wouldn't have chose it. No.
Like, y'all, can you believe after all that time and money Yo Gotti spent just to win Angela Simmons' heart, we all really thought she was gonna be the queen of Memphis and they'd live all happy ever after. But boom, out of nowhere, Angela pops up saying she's done and she's in her single girl era. Like, girl, what happened?
Choice, I had to make a decision, but I think there's a certain level of like, what I can share and would share publicly, you know what I mean? And I can publicly say that I'm not with him anymore. But as far as like details, I would just never.
Girl, everybody been talking about how after all the time, money, and love Yo Gotti put into getting Angela Simmons, she was supposed to be the queen of Memphis and they would live happily ever after, but out of nowhere, she said she was done and was back in her single girl era. So folks started wondering what really happened. Like, did she catch him cheating, or was all that tea about him and Glorilla true? Turns out Angela said it wasn't about some girl, it was about something way darker. She knew dating a rapper drama, but she didn't sign up for all the danger and mess around the street. War Gotti's mixed up in cause ever since young Dolph's death, Memphis been crazy and people still want payback. She said things got so scary that even the police might have to start a real case against CMG just to stop the violence. And the sad part is, she didn't even want to leave. She said she loved him and thought he was the one he spoiled. Her treated her son like his own, and she even said she saw marriage in their future. But behind all the glitz, there was fear. Everywhere, people close to Gotti were getting shot, like Dondi Money Childs, who joked about Dolph's death, then Big Enki, who got shot and was connected to one of the suspects in Dolph's murder. So when all that started, Angela knew it was time to protect her peace and get out before she got dragged into the mess. That's when she decided to walk away. Even though her heart didn't want a girl, things got real dark real fast. Cause the people charged with young Dolph's death, like straight drop Cornelius Smith, Hernandez, Govan, and some others, were all said to be tied not just to CMG and Yo Gotti, but also to a Memphis gang called Trula Mafia, and the boss of that gang, Joshua Taylor, who folks called C.O. Tizzy, was named a person of interest in the case too, but before police could even question him, he got shot up in June 2023 and was gone before help arrived. And that wasn't even the end, because in September 2022, Memphis rapper Lada Cash Desto was shot multiple times and didn't make it either. At first, everyone was confused because she seemed to have nothing to do with Dolph's case, but then it came out that she was actually the daughter of Hernandez Govan, one of the main suspects in Dolph's murder. And that's when people started realizing that this whole thing was way deeper and way more dangerous than anyone thought. And girl, that's when things got even crazier, because in August 2023, the cops said a man named Tomuel Benson had been killed. And turns out he was Black Youngster's brother. And, he's one of Yo Gotti's artists under CMG and one of the first who started beefing with young Dolph for Gotti, and even tried to take Dolph out before. So when he got hit, people knew Dolph's crew wasn't playing around anymore. It looked like they were coming for everybody connected to that mess, and somehow Yo Gotti himself kept coming out untouched. But Dolph's people were not about to let that slide, because soon they started going after his family too. His mom almost didn't make it, and then his brother, Big Juke, wasn't. So lucky, because after Dolph's passing, Big Juke had made fun of it online, and people say that might have been what sealed his fate.
Ain't no bitch beside two real niggas. Two real niggas with a pussy in the middle, man. Y'all don't do that, man. Don't fuck up our legacy. So pussy right here, y'all. Two gangsters.
And shyly, when folks found out that Big Juke was the one who supposedly dropped a whole $100,000 bounty on young Dolph's head, everybody knew why Dolph's crew wanted him so bad, because that kind of move had the whole city on fire. And in January 2024, when Big Juke got hit right after his uncle's funeral, that was the moment people realized the get back was real. No one's been caught since, and it felt like the whole deadly circle finally came full circle, like Dolph's people had done what they came to do. The wildest part is all this chaos these last 3 years in Memphis could have been avoided if Yo Gotti had just humbled himself and accepted that Dolph didn't want to sign with him. The man just wanted to do his own thing like Gotti did back in the day. But instead, Gotti took it personal, went from showing love to beefing and trying to force him into CMG, and that kicked off this whole tragic chain reaction. action. And now, with the way the young Dolph trial is going, word is Gotti might be in some real hot water because one of the main suspects, Hernandez Govan, got found not guilty in August 2025. And his defense straight up said the cops never even questioned Big Juk or Yo Gotti or anyone from CMG, even though they were all deep in that same beef. So they basically made Govan look like a throwaway pawn in CMG's dirty game. And the streets are side-eyeing the whole thing.
That you want to tell you, and then have the cameras rolling on a high-profile case to pressure you to commit a verdict of guilty is patently unfair. And just because he's a nobody and doesn't have money like Gotti or Juk, his brother, who was never even questioned or charged, he's the fall guy in all this stuff. He didn't do anything, even if you believe.
And girl, when Hernandez walked free, that just sent the whole Memphis scene spinning. Cause now folks out here saying the streets still want justice for Dolph and the feds might be getting ready to move in on Yo Gotti since all the signs keep pointing back to Semj and him and that. Right there was the final straw for Angela. She wasn't about to get caught up in somebody else's street mess. She said, nope, I'm out before things get messy. And honestly, can you blame her? Cause nobody knows if Dolph's crew gonna wait on the law or take things into their own hands again. And chilly with the way things looking online, people think Yo Gotti might be next in line for a big RICO case. And that's exactly why Angela dipped before the storm hit. When Yo Gotti ends up getting a RICO case, Angela Simmons is not riding with him till the end. Whack 100 said, Yo Gotti about to get a RICO next, and I'm here to tell y'all don't do no street if you don't have to. They want us killing each other for their entertainment. They like playing cops and robbers. It's fun to them. Young Dolph squad killed almost everyone involved in his killing until the shooters ran to the police for cover. Real friends. Not even one RIP post, just bodies on top of bodies. Real street justice. Yo Gotti is cooked. So what y'all think, did Angela do the right thing by running away from Yo Gotti before things got crazy? Or y'all think this whole RICO talk is just the internet making drama again? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, see y'all in the next video. Bye baddies.